The Riddle of the Brass Lantern. In a grand city of spice and gold lived a merchant named Tajir. His house was the largest, but his greatest treasure was his daughter, Layla. She spent her days not counting coins, but reading ancient books, for Layla valued wisdom above all else. Word spread of Layla's beauty and cleverness, and soon suitors arrived from every corner. They showed off their silk robes, their fastest camels, and jewels the size of quail eggs. They spoke of ships and silver, but Layla would simply sip her sherbet and look bored. Finally, Layla told her father, "I will not marry for gold, father. I will marry the man who can answer my riddle, for only then will I know he has true worth." Tajir looked worried, but he loved his daughter and agreed to her condition. The rich suitors gathered again. Layla announced the challenge. What is more valuable than gold, lasts longer than marble, and is lighter than a feather? The suitors shouted answers like, "More gold," and "A bigger, faster ship." Layla only shook her head. Meanwhile, across the city, Sadiq, a young man who earned his living polishing brass lanterns, had heard the riddle. Sadiq was poor, but he was honest and kind. As he worked, he smiled to himself, for he knew the answer instantly. Wearing his simple, clean tunic, Sadiq walked to the grand house. Tajir, watching from the balcony with the few remaining exhausted suitors, looked down in surprise. "What do you want, young man?" he called out. Sadiq bowed low. Layla came to stand next to her father. "Do you truly believe you know the answer that has stumped the richest, oldest man in the city?" Layla asked, her voice clear. Sadiq looked up, his eyes steady, and replied, "The answer is wisdom." "Wisdom," Sadiq explained, "is more valuable than gold because it can find or earn everything else. It lasts longer than marble because it is passed from one heart to the next. And it is lighter than a feather because it lives only in the mind." Layla looked at her father, her eyes shining. Tajir saw not a poor man, but an honest and clever one. He smiled and placed his hand on Layla's shoulder. "My daughter has chosen wisely, and you have proven that true worth is not found in a strongbox." And so, Layla married Sadiq, the cleverest man in the city. Their home was not the grandest, but it was filled with books, laughter, and the greatest treasure of all. They knew that a wise mind is a far better fortune than a house full of gold.